If you were like me, which I don't think a lot of people are because I'm kind of nuts, and thought after the Blue Jays 5-3 win over the Phillies that they might have a little bit of mojo back. Vladdy's hitting the ball really hard recently. The vibes are a little bit better. Great win against a really tough Phillies team with Aaron Nola pitching on the road. You had the day off yesterday. Maybe the good vibes flowing. Going today, home series against the Twins. Maybe you'd build on the momentum. No. No. They stub their toe, they fall on their face, and they lose 3-2 to the Twins yet again. Back to 4 games under the 500 mark at 17-21, and the offense continues to be awful. And the thing that pisses me off the most is that Yusei Kikuchi gave you literally everything he had. With a day off yesterday, bullpen's rested. I mean, they're not great to begin with, but they're rested. And Yusei Kikuchi goes 8 innings of 2-run baseball. That should be enough to win you a ball game. But with this offense, no. And the only offense today was runs driven in by Isaiah freaking Kiner-Falefa. Yeah, you heard me right. IKF went 3 for 4 today with a run scored, 2 RBIs, had a home freaking run. He's hitting .279 on the year. The OPS has got to be up near the 800 mark, the 700 mark after today's ball game. Meanwhile, he was 1 hit away from having half of the team's hits. It's no good. You know, top of the first inning, Kikuchi struggled early on, allowed an RBI single to Jose Miranda to make it a 1-0 lead, but then somehow got out of it with first and third, 1 out. He got out of it, so great on him for that. And then the bottom half of the third inning, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa gets a hanging breaking ball from Joe Ryan, doesn't miss it, belts it into the Blue Jays bullpen. It's a 1-1 game. Awesome. But then the top of the 5th inning, Carlos Santana, who has been a pain in the Jays' side in the past, hits a home run to right field, his 5th home run of the year. I mean, wouldn't that be nice, Blue Jay fans? Albeit he has a .601 OPS going into play today. But 5 home runs would be second on the Toronto Blue Jays, behind Dalton Varsho, who still only has 6. Right? And then, I believe it was like the 6th inning, I think they had 2 on. Nobody out. Second and third, nobody out. They get nothing. A chance to tie the game. The go-ahead run is in scoring position. There's nobody out. You get nothing. The inability for this team to be clutch is kind of crazy. It's wild how unclutch they are. Did I just spit on the camera? I apologize. Getting a little fired up here with this team. And it's awful. You go to the 9th inning, and your bullpen goes out there and stinks. Max Kepler, it's an RBI single, scoring Carlos Correa. Make it a 3-1, and it feels like it's curtains. But in the bottom of the 9th inning, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, it's an RBI single, scoring Bo Bichette. You make it a 3-2 ball game. Biggio goes to third. Runners on the corners, 2 out. Tying run 90 feet away. Can't get it done. The inability to be clutch is remarkable for this team. They lose 3-2. They out-hit the Twins 8-7. But who the hell cares? Because you lost the game. And the Twins continue to play really good baseball. They've won 3 in a row. They're 8-2 in their last 10. They're 23-15 on the year. Meanwhile, the Blue Jays have lost, well, I guess 1 in a row, but they're 4-6 in their last 10. They're 4 games under 500 at 17-21. It's no good right now. George Springer doesn't play today due to an illness, and sure. Davis Schneider got the start and led off. And every Jays fan's like, oh, great. He's 0-for-3 with 2 strikeouts. And I bet people are pretty quiet about that. If that was Springer up there and 0-for-3 with 2 strikeouts, oh my God, the sky would be falling. But it wasn't. Dalton Varsho, who has been royally struggling since being higher in the lineup, shocker. You know why? He shouldn't be there. 0-for-4 with a strikeout for him. Vladdy continues to hit the ball well. I love what I'm seeing from him. 2-for-4 in the game. Just hit piss missiles all over the place. Good on him for that. Another multi-hit game for Vlad. Bo Bichette, 2-for-4 with a run scored. Good on him. And then multi-hit game for him. We talked about it in the last video about maybe building on that RBI single. Maybe. Well, 2 hits today, a run scored. You'll take that. And Isaiah Kiner-Falefa 3-for-4 with a couple RBIs, as I mentioned earlier. He had 8 hits total. He struck out 8 times, walked twice. Your offense was awful. Let's be honest. Other than IKF, Vladdy, and Bo, who had a couple singles, because that's really all it was, That was it for the offense. You didn't really get much opportunities to score, but when you did in that 6th inning, I believe, and it was glorious opportunity, you couldn't get it done. You just couldn't get it done. And moments like, that was the 5th inning, excuse me, the bottom half of the 5th inning. So after the Santana home run, you could have answered right back and either tied the game or taken the lead over, and you couldn't do it. So that sucked. Pitching-wise, as I mentioned, Yusei Kikuchi didn't have the strikeout stuff, only 3 Ks in the game, but 8 innings of 4 hit ball, 2 runs allowed. And if I'm not mistaken, let me go to the 1st inning. He allowed 3 of the 4 hits he allowed were in the 1st freaking inning. He allowed 1 base runner through the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th inning. 1 base runner. He was awesome. And yet somehow he picks up a loss today. This team continues to amaze me. Nate Pearson, 2/3 of an inning, allowed a hit, got a strikeout, allowed a run. Genesis Cabrera wasn't great. He allowed 2 hits in a third of an inning. The bullpen continues to be a massive issue for this team, and the offense continues to stink. What else is new? On to tomorrow, and this is going to be great, isn't it? As a Toronto sports fan, seeing former Blue Jay farmhand Simeon Woods-Richardson, who was acquired, I believe, in the Marcus Stroman trade, wasn't it? How did we get it? I think it was Stroman, wasn't it? I could be wrong. Regardless, he was traded to the Minnesota Twins in the Jose Barrios deal. Same with Austin Martin, who we saw play today. And he's been awesome for them. 20 innings pitched, an ERA of 174, a whip of just over 1, 21 strikeouts in 20 innings. He's been great. And Kevin Gausman goes to the mound for the Blue Jays. And if you know historically, the Twins somehow, some way are great against Kevin Gausman. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. It sucks. All right, so you know what, guys? That's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and not the game today, because it was kind of boring and it's back to what they usually do, hit that like button. I do appreciate it. The subscribe button, you guys not done so already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game for the Toronto Blue Jays? Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below, so follow up there if you haven't done so already. And I will talk to you guys, Raptors Edition Sunday in the Draft Lottery Edition. And obviously, I'll talk to you tomorrow, Jays Edition, probably tomorrow night around this time. Jays Edition, Jays, Twins, Game 2 of the 3-game set. Simeon Woods-Richardson, Kevin Gausman's a pitching matchup at Rogers Center. 3:07 first pitch there. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Hope you enjoyed the video and not this game today. Talk to you guys then.